Top 10 Scariest Mythological Creatures in the Philippines. Here are the top 10 scariest mythological creatures in the Philippines, and look who's on the number 1 list. Maybe if you visit in the Philippines you may encounter them, or maybe you live with them, we never know, because they everywhere hiding or in disguise. Before we go to the top 10 list, please like, share and subscribe to our channel, and if you new here please do subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you will be updated every time we upload. If you have something in your mind that you want us to tackle or make some video into it, don't be shy or don't hesitate to comment down in our comment box down below. Let's go. Number 10. Multo. Let's be honest, the humble multo or ghost is our go-to creature when something spooky happens, so it deserves a spot on this list. That gust of wind from out of nowhere. The flickering light in your room. That eerie presence when you're all alone at night. Those things standing behind you right now? Yeah, you get the idea. The multo represents almost everything supernatural. Ranging from the ghosts of our loved ones to poltergeists to extremely malevolent specters out to rip your soul from your body, so their scariness varies. They're quite terrifying, which is why saying, "May multo dian," will always give you the creeps. Number 9. Copper. What's scarier than secondhand smoke and the increased risk of getting cancer? Seeing that smoke come from a copper. The copper is often depicted as a large, burly, and hairy creature with glowing red eyes, and it loves lounging on trees and enjoying his fine cigar that never burns out. Its scariness depends on your age, as the copper is often used exclusively to scare kids who enjoy staying out late. Number 8. Nuno. Nuno is like a dwarf that lives in Nuno or ant hive. The punso or ant hive is their house if you accidentally step on it or without any sign or saying tabi tabi pa. Tabi tabi pa is like their password. If you want to cross them, just say their magic word tabi tabi and they let you cross. If you cross their punso or house or maybe accidentally step on them, they get mad. These creatures are so scary they make grown folks say, tabi tabi pa, or excuse me, let me pass. Whenever they feel they're any place that could be Nuno territory, like a punso or ant hive, a forested area, or a particularly mean-looking patch of grass. Who can blame them? Offend these creatures and you're in for a whole lot of trouble. They're particularly fond of inflicting mysterious illnesses from mild fevers to full-blown, even Gregory House can't diagnose them, diseases to those who offend them. Number 7. Tikbalang. It has the head and limbs of a horse and the body of a man, so it's more accurate to call the Tikbalang a 1-3 man, 2-3 horse hybrid instead of the usual half-and-half description. The Tikbalang enjoys getting people lost, giving them hallucinations, and, from time to time, driving them totally insane. If that doesn't scare you, know that in some regions, the Tikbalang is said to stomp to death those who anger it. Who knows what's up with them? Maybe they do it for kicks. If you feel like a Tikbalang is preying on you, wear your shirt inside out and you'll be fine. Number 6. Tiyanak. The Tiyanak, or demon babies from hell, are creatures that use the cuteness of normal human babies to lure people so it can then reveal its true demon baby form before devouring those unfortunate enough to fall for its trick. What a bunch of sneaky bastards. To protect yourself from the Tiyanak, simply avoid cute babies lying in places you don't expect to find babies in, like forested areas or dark, open fields. The Tiyanak is like a baby vampire or zombie that will eat you alive. Number 5. Tik-tik. They can't split their body in two, unlike the infamous Manananggal, but they have the same dietary preferences, so call them Manananggalite. Their diet consists mainly of fetuses because that's probably the human equivalent of veal or something, and they're really finicky eaters. But some say they prey on full-grown human beings, which they scoop up with their powerful legs. To tell them apart, remember that the tik-tik and whack-whack got their names from the sounds they make while they approach their victims. They say if you hear the sound of tick-tick that very near or very loud they say it's far, but if you hear the sound of tick-tick that very far or very quiet it's near at you. That's the signal to start running or you will be eaten alive. Number 4. Manananggal. The manananggal is the most famous variation of the aswang that the term can almost be used interchangeably. Half pair of normal lady legs and half winged flying nightmare fodder, the manananggal is possibly one of the scariest monsters in our culture as it actively hunts for food and looks fearsome. It has a taste for the hearts of the unborn, but it has been portrayed to hunt and feed on adults. To defeat the manananggal, you have to find its legs and then sprinkle salt and/or crushed garlic on the open wound so it can't combine with it anymore. We assume the grief it will suffer from losing what it considers its best feature would kill the creature. Number 3. Sigbin. The sigbin could be our version of the chupacabra, only weirder and without the taste for goat's blood. It is often described as a stinky, animal-like creature that walks backwards with its head lowered between its hind legs. Its special skills: it can suck your blood through your shadow and make itself invisible. Some believe that catching one will give you good luck. Number 2. Batabat. Folks used to blame the batabat for the sudden unexpected nocturnal death syndrome. The batabat usually attacks people who sleep near the post of the house made from the tree that used to be her home. She is often depicted as a fat, old hag and her preferred way of dispatching her victims is by sitting on their chest while they sleep. The scary thing about the batabat is that it attacks without warning. Sleep somewhere near her perceived territory and you're probably never going to see the light of day. Here is the top on the list of the top 10 scariest mythological creatures in the Philippines. Number 1. Mangkukulam or Mambabarang. The Mangkukulam is often depicted as a being that uses and abuses his or her power to advance his or her evil intentions. They may not have fangs nor claws, but they are more than capable of doing harm. Just goes to show that while ghosts, ghouls, and monsters are scary, people with power are even scarier. The Mangkukulam is a black witch on the Philippines. They uses witch doll and nettle to cast their curse who wherever they leave victim is, they usually perform some ritual to make their victim suffer. This person have a very big anger on his her victim, or maybe there are someone paying to them to do some witchcraft. If you like this video please like and share and do write a comment in comment box below. Please do subscribe and hit the notification bell so you will updated every time we upload new video.